LOUTV. Nick blows himself up. There's one for you, Nick. Toggle and grab that one.
Yeah, go ahead and toggle and open that one.
Yay!
You won.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Alice builds a house. And Gorgon bombs a stream.
So you'll need to have enough towns and dungeons.
Dungeons, like main landmass.
Gorg's just sound effects bombing the stream right now.
Gorg. Okay, Gorg, hello, we see you're there.
And Gorgon takes us on a magic carpet ride.
Boats are to be determined. Hint, hint.
All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to, finally, episode 2 of Legends of Ultima TV. Hopefully you caught a couple of the Neck Dev episodes along the way to fill in the gap. We're sorry it's taken so long to put another one of these together. Life, Corona, various other things got in the way. So anyway, we're here, we're back, we've got stuff to tell you. Perhaps not as much as we would like to have to tell you, but there's some pretty good stuff to share. So hopefully you enjoy the ride. Looks like we've got a few in chat. Welcome everybody. Hope you're having a cracker of a day.
Hey guys.
Hello.
All right, so with us today, we've got obviously myself, Alice, Stemwalt's here, Smokey's here, and Nex here. Will be your facilitators for the day. We're going to go through a few questions that people have logged in the back end first. So thank you for making that or sending those questions through in advance. We'll answer the ones that we can. We'll put all of them up on screen like we did last time. There'll be some that we can answer in detail. There'll be some that we can't, and there'll be some that'll be half answers. We're not going to dodge anything. It's just simply, some stuff's not done, some stuff's not complete. So please don't take or assume anything if we don't completely answer your questions as we move through them. All right. Stim, did you have anything to say before we get started?
Yeah, not really. I'm just excited to show everybody what we are going to be going and delving into today. So we've been working on it for 2 or so months, and don't want to spoil it, but I'm sure many of you already know what it is. But yeah, I'm excited to show you guys what we've been working on.
Alrighty. Okay, I'll pop up the first couple of questions on screen here. Ooh. Let me just make a slight tweak. We don't really need those. There we go. That's a bit better. Sorry. All right. First one that's coming on the list. Up there on the screen. So are there plans to increase the duration of the invisibility spell as it was in UO? This allowed you to have a different build while leveling Tameling. That's a new skill we'll start working on next week. Yeah. All right. Where currently it's mandatory to have music peacemaking yourself or have a friend follow you around with their character to piece everything for you to tame.
Interesting.
I leveled taming just with Paralyze and used a lot of reagents, and it was a real grind, but just to put it out there, you don't have to have music to do it.
Yeah, I did Paralyze too. It's kind of an interesting concept, though. We could look into it.
Yeah, I don't think it's something we've discussed in any case, but yeah. We keep all of these questions. We do use them as feedback, so we'll take it on board. All right, the next one is, are Evo pets planned? So Evo pets were a pretty late game thing. I think they came in, about 2015, something like that?
Yep.
So we have talked about them though in the past, having your eggs and your growth periods and all that sort of thing. It's definitely something I'd like to do because I'm a big tamer when I play myself. So I won't say it's off the cards, but it would be a fair way down the track. And I don't think we do it quite the same way UO do it after reviewing their system a little while back. But yeah, myself, I'm a fan of the concept. I'd love to see some sort of version of that in the game.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm not sure if we have any design plans for it yet, but I think that it has a future here for sure.
Cool. Guys, as we're rattling along too, if you do have any other questions that you haven't submitted beforehand or you want to ask live, just drop them in the Twitch chat there, and we'll hopefully get to them as well. We will kind of put a hard stop on the questions in about 10 minutes if we're not through them all. That's purely so we can get to some of the content we've got to show you. We're keeping this stream pretty tight today. We're going to go for about an hour rather than the 2 and a bit that it was last time, and that's to keep us all sane, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
Next question. Do you intend on ever sharing online play account at any point? Maybe a milestone or something. So you're hearing my reactions to this stuff live, right? Because really all I did was a cut and paste of all these questions and queued them up. I didn't really review them ahead of time, and I wanted to do that to make you guys aware that we do actually read all your questions and take feedback. Yeah. So I'm as surprised about this question as anybody else. As for answering it,
go for it.
A milestone might be an interesting way to do it, but no, in short, we probably don't plan to do it. I mean, it might be something we look at after launch, but I think what we would probably do is similar to what Legends of Aria or many of the other massively multiplayer games do, and sort of show a low, medium, or high population so you can judge how popular it is at various times of the day rather than giving a hard number. So my personal reasons behind that, I know as a player, I would look at a number like that and go, there's 160 people online, I'm not going to go play that. But that could be just a really small snapshot in time, right? And it doesn't really give an accurate reflection of, the whole server population. So that's my personal reason for not liking doing it, other than in a sort of fixed ban method, just to give you an idea of overall pop. Because I think it hurts the game more than it helps it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And for a game like this, you don't really need huge amounts of people online at the same time to have really fun, exciting content. Unlike in other games where you need 60 players in the same spot just for it to be fun, like Call of Duty or some other kind of game, FPS game. You can have a lot of fun in a game like this without having, huge amounts of players online at the same time. That's not to say we won't have a lot of players online. But I think a better judge is just, going to a dungeon, do you see other players? When you go to the bank, do you see other players? That's sort of, I would say, more indicative of an exciting UO style game.
Great. All right, the next one is, will vet rewards purchased from other players transfer? So I imagine there's probably going to be a few questions about what transfers and what doesn't. We still don't quite have that nailed down yet. A lot of the work behind the scenes has been completed since we last spoke to you. And I think I mentioned last time, which I appreciate was 2 months ago, what we really need to do here is make sure that we test all these various systems before we tell you exactly what can and can't transfer. Otherwise, we'll give you a list of what we'd like it to be, and then find out that there's been some complication or something that's not exposed to us by the CS engine, or something that we can't actually deliver on. And we're very cautious of telling you something that we can't deliver on in that sense. So in terms of vet rewards, I believe, and somebody will do this if I go too far, but anyway, there will be credit for vet rewards. What that will look like and whether it will be, from ones you bought off other players or what have you, we don't have the final answer on that right now. It's definitely something we'll take on board as feedback, though.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Will there be significant iron? It clearly says ingot, Alice. Wood ingot resource sinks that will make harvesting viable after people are GM skills, like the old UO bod system. 100%. I think we may have even mentioned this on last stream, but bods will be a thing. They may not be exactly the same as they were in Ultima, but it's definitely a system that we want in the game and should come soon after the new map. When, or even approximately when? Yeah, okay. Another one about item transfer. I've kind of already answered this with the answer to the previous question. We're almost there. Hopefully in the next few weeks we'll be able to lock that down and get it down to you. Same with this one. Will we keep our characters and skills on the new map? Hopefully you guys are all seeing these pop up live. I've certainly seen them on my side. Yeah, same answer there. All right, somebody else can take this one because I'm tired of talking. What can you tell
Sure.
us about the new fishing system? Will we need lockpicking on fishes to open fished up chests? Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, no, I'll let you do that. Yeah, you're definitely going to need lock picking to unlock some of those chests. In terms of new things with fishing, though, our goal, which we hinted at previously in the last stream, our goal is to get boats in, which will unlock deep sea fishing, messages in a bottle, SOS, those types of things, water elementals on the water. So we're going for the classic UO mechanics for fishing. We have a lot of ideas, and our players have submitted tons of ideas in terms of improvements for fishing. But I can tell you in the short term, we want to make sure that all of our dungeons allow fishing inside of them, and we want rare drops or loot tables within certain dungeons. So we basically reward fishermen for delving into dungeons, going into the deep lakes of something like, Covetous, where the Hydra currently lives, or, deeper into Destard, or, potentially Wrong has a few. Uh-oh, I just leaked something. But yeah, we want to make sure that fishing offers, a large amount of content. So anywhere in the world where there's water and it's reasonable to expect that you could fish something up, that's the goal. And then of course, once boats are introduced, we're going to have tons of options there for deep sea fishing and to introduce some crazy creatures in the water and true rares. Because when I played UO, and I'm sure you guys played Fishers as well, one of the greatest things about fishing was the rares that you could get from fishing and only from fishing. There was also server rares that would spawn all over the world. And there were some rares that, were basically broken and and you could pick them up in certain areas. And these were all collectibles, and they were things that people would put inside their custom houses, and it would be sort of like their badge of honor. And so, we want that too. So I don't know if that really answered the question exactly, because we still have a lot of things, a lot of spinning plates in the air for fishing. But what you should expect when we're on the UO map is you can fish any body of water that's reasonable. We don't want you being able to fish a barrel full of water that's in town, for example. But
Stimwell's just identified himself as the staff member for fishing now. So
Yeah, correct.
Kinda.
Project owner.
I love fishing. Although Gorg loves fishing too, so we'll have to arm wrestle for it. Yeah.
Straight off the bat, right? It's obviously got a lot of crossover with gardening, so it just makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I got a few minutes, without mentioning it, but yeah. That's good, right? I'm improving.
Yeah. All right, next one up. We'll take a couple from in the Twitch chat. So this one's, how well does teleport work as far as line of sight issues? In the old UO, it was a huge part of gameplay, teleporting on roof, shortcuts, etc. Yeah, we want it to be here as well. There's issues with it on the CS map. There's a lot of collision problems on the CS map. Once it's under our control, which you can definitely try out when the test center's back up, which will be pretty much straight after this stream, by the way, if you haven't tried it already. We've got full control over that collision now, so we can do stuff like that. The only challenge we've really got there is in terms of vertical space. So this game actually calls it the Z-axis for some reason, but whatever. Vertical space is a little challenging to deal with just because of some engine limitations. So that will be the interesting bit, teleporting on roofs and such, but definitely like teleporting across rivers, those sorts of things. We would definitely like to see. I love that sort of mechanic. Definitely. You'd run away from them, you'd be running away from 3 PKs or something, and you'd teleport across the river to get away from them, and it was a great feeling, that sort of thing. Or the opposite being true.
Absolutely.
You're chasing somebody down. So.
And like teleporting continuously back and forth over the river, and then the PK just gives up.
Yeah.
I never did that.
All right, the next one up is, will there be pet skill scrolls we can buy to skill up our pets like we saw on TC? Will we be keeping all of our pets as well as their skills? So 2 questions there. I
can't answer the second.
Yeah.
Can't answer the second, but yeah, you covered that. the pet skill scrolls. I mean, I don't think it's anything that's particularly ever been talked about, but you get the sense in LOU it's more about earning, isn't it? Your skills and your pathways, and
Right.
going to a vendor and buying some skills for your pet. That's not the way that I personally would want it to work.
Oh, I agree too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not something personally I really see in our game. I mean, we're definitely open to the idea and to discuss it as a team, but it's one of the things in UO that I personally did not care for at all was, buying your skills, whether it's for you or for your pets. It just seems, I don't know, not my cup of tea.
I think it's a little contrary to our shared vision. I don't think anybody would probably be on board with that idea. Not to say that we'd write it off completely. There might be some form of it, but yeah, I would agree with everything that's been said so far. All right, the next one, just from Twitch chat there is, with the changes coming, do we get account soul stones? Gorg is really the man to answer that one. The music's a little loud.
Right, yeah.
I can wind that down a bit for you. Probably just this track, to be honest. This is like one of those hectic dungeon tracks.
So we do know that, I'm pretty sure we can say that we're going to have them, soul stones, but how it will be implemented, I think only Core could really answer that.
Yeah. So if Gorg happens to drop in during the stream, we'll bank that one and we'll ask him. But like I said, I'll be taking all of these away. By the way, awesome Pomeranian in your Twitch image there, Bambi on crack. I've got one asleep right next to me, so yeah. Anyway,
cool.
That's a bit of an aside. All right, so we'll just take a couple more out of the pre-questions and then we better get rolling on what we're showing you guys. Because we did get a bunch of questions, which is great, but we'll never get started if we sit here and go through them all. Now I've just got to find out exactly where I was up to. There we go. All right, will there be a wide variety of creatures spawning throughout Britannia? Can you name some? So, I can definitely talk to this. We kicked off a project, must have been about 6 months ago, and it's changed quite a few times in terms of how the monsters and their loot templates and everything look, the efficiencies around that and what have you. But ultimately the goal is to take a snapshot in time of what was around the Renaissance and possibly even a little bit into, I'm blanking, the next era. Anyway, those monsters that were on the map at that point in time and essentially replicate them as much as possible. And on top of that, we will, look at doing points of interest that are both the same as UO, champ spawns as well, all that sort of thing. But then we'll also have our own take on it as well. So, I mean, if one of us might wake up one day and decide to walk out the back of Brit Cemetery and drop a cool little, design a event there or of some description that, becomes a permanent feature and has some mobs that you've never seen before in it. So we're not locking ourselves completely to what you saw in UO in the past, but that's definitely where we're starting, and then we'll just build on that as we move forward.
Yep, couldn't agree more.
All right. Do you have an expected player count estimate for how many people will be playing after the initial launch of the UO map? Thousands. No, that's just my personal dream. Without joking about it, sorry, we are prepared to take on a significant load in terms of hardware and infrastructure and all that sort of thing, and the optimizations we've done on our on the overall systems, which you will see if you jump on Test Center at any point. Test runs 100 times better than live because of all the optimizations. It's nuts.
It's like butter.
Yeah, like butter for sure. 6 million. Yeah, sure. Lots faster. It's a whole new world. So with that and the server infrastructure that we've invested in, which we've got our patrons to thank for, of course, and we really do appreciate that.
Thank you.
You keep us going in that regard. More modern servers, everything that we've done in the back end to make this work, we should be able to facilitate, 1,000 plus players without an issue. Whether we'll get there or not, I don't know. We were trying to market and get the word out there. So, tell a friend, bring a friend. Hell, bring a Discord, Let's do this thing. All right. So 2 more questions and we might get rolling, I think.
Okay.
So any consideration to upping the chance or variables of rare loot from the deviously locked world chests, not T-map, while also making the chest much more rare to appear discover. Same concept for Paragon chest. So Paragon chest definitely needs an overhaul. I'll just get that out of the way right now. I'm not going to talk about what that looks like because we don't really know yet, but it does need an overhaul. It's a really old system. Well, old in terms of the age of this project. Yeah. As for the dungeon chests, that's an interesting one. So the way that they're really designed at the moment is to level lockpicking. That was the focus of the way that they are. They're not really for people to go and get a bunch of loot from. If you're going to do that, you're going to do treasure maps, or you're going to go fishing once we have that system in, that sort of thing. Well, I mean, we could discuss it, but I haven't heard any plans to change the way that they are right now.
You wouldn't want to change the level 5 chests because you need it to level up. So the real question would be is, are there any plans to add a 6th level chest?
Oh, let's do 10.
Very rare spawn. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But no, you can't change the level 5 because it would be impossible to level lockpicking up at that point.
Yeah.
But maybe something, even higher tier than that in the future.
We could talk about maybe introducing like the concept, and this is me just, off the top of my head, maybe the concept of boss chests. If you're able to kill a certain boss in an encounter, maybe a chest.
Got guard whacked.
Nicely done.
All right. Well, there's our first last time on LOUTV moment for next episode.
Who's dead? What happened there?
I'm not sure. Were those the chaos leader? No, that was the order and balance leaders just got guard whacked.
I was going to ask. I wonder which one of us will die first in this run, in what we're doing.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
It'll be
I wonder
me.
who the favorite would be. Yeah.
Well, he's the tank, so whoever doesn't heal him.
Look at me. With my luck say so. They both because get me.
All right. One more. All right. So the next one on the list. Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Saying that the music was a tiny bit too loud. I don't know if you checked that out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I dropped it a while back.
All right.
All right. So is 2020 release still accurate? Look, yeah, we would like to be on the new map now. Once again, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses, but the reality is, we're a volunteer project, and the last few months have been hard for a bunch of us for various different reasons. I won't go into for check people's privacy and what have you, but we're not where we want to be. With that being said, we don't see any reason why we can't get back there fairly quickly, and we're certainly ramping up in that general direction.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got to be right when it releases ultimately, because I think one of the conversations you have with a lot of still active players, or at least players in the Discord, they're saying, why don't we just go now? They see the test center and they'd rather just play it as it is. But there needs to be enough. It needs to be right for all those other players that are going to come back, and we don't want to see a world that's too small or not finished or not polished enough. And it's not just about getting the couple of towns and a couple of dungeons up. The whole world's got to be alive, and we can't go until it's ready.
Right. And there's going to be a significant amount of promotion as well. And so we want to make sure that, we're doing it justice, and that what we say and what we offer really is truly what we as a team expect in terms of standards. So we're still very confident, though, that we can deliver this soon.
Someone's asked about mining there in the chat. I don't think mining is the one linked to macing, but I think Trisco was talking about linking another one for additional bonuses with any stave, so with your quarter staff and with your black staff and stuff like that. He was talking about that the other day, so there is something additional planned for mace, but I don't think it's mining.
Mining used to be linked to fencing. That was so for now it's just stuff.
I think he was talking about fishing, but I think so. I'd have to go back. But there is something, because I know it's sort of the missing thing on on the combat system at the moment. So there is something coming for it. So yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
But nothing. It's not quite as black and white as mining equals damage bonus. No.
Okay. We might.
Yeah, like fletching for archery is not exactly that either. So.
All right, so we've sat in questions for a little while now, but what we might do is if we get a chance to answer some of the ones that you're asking in chat, we'll do so in the chat directly in text between movement and that sort of thing, and we'll see how we go at the end. There might be time for a couple more questions before we disappear. But I have grabbed the few questions that I've seen in chat just now, by the way, I queued up in our back-end system that pulls all these questions, if you like, so we will get you answers to them either way. But for now, we're going to go for a trot and show you something new, or show you something that's a little wrong.
Oh no!
Yeah, Alex.
It's been good.
Were you waiting for that? You were waiting to use that, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I really was.
Journal in transparent mode.
I think next on island bandwidth again.
Yeah, sounds like it, right? Not hearing you too well, Nick.
Yeah, I was just saying that the journal would look better if it was transparent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely showcase the journal. Nick worked on that.
I hate transparent UI elements.
Yeah.
So it's the portal on the right, guys. This is the Dungeon Wrong portal. Just for everybody watching, after this stream's over, we're going to open up TC. We invite you guys to please come test this dungeon. I also just put a new channel in our Discord called Dungeon Wrong Feedback, where you guys can provide us feedback.
You can put all the wrong feedback in.
Yes, help us right wrong with your feedback.
Speaking of feedback, here's some from me. The LOU rules agreement shouldn't pop up when I open the doors to wrong. That's just weird. What if I don't agree, huh? No,
Is that a feature?
Yeah.
That's not happened today.
So real quick on the deco and sorry, go ahead.
No. All yours.
Real quick go for our deco team. They did an amazing job here. They placed all of these coffins in the exact 1-to-1 placement, and they added collision. And so please take notice of this. Thank you, deco team. You guys are amazing. And now let's bless and enter Dungeon Wrong.
So one small disclaimer before we walk through that portal ahead. So I won't speak for anybody else, but myself, I haven't actually actively played this game beyond testing in the back end in a test lab. I haven't actually played it in quite a few months. So I'm saying right now that
he's gonna die.
I'm gonna die. I've never actually played a tank, so this is balls to the wall basically. Let's do it.
Benny Hill music, play it.
Really like to see people in chat vote on who's going to die first and see if we can get a winner. I think maybe Alice is just giving away who it's going to be though. So.
Yeah, let's just everybody, let's sync Smokey. 3, 2, 1.
Let's just say that I'm the healer, so like me.
So we're all dead, or that's good news.
I haven't played in years. It's that month. Besides my green acres on test.
Oh wow, it seems like Nerd here and Goldfinger are saying Neck's gonna die first. That's harsh, man. I think if Neck's playing as healer, he should be stood at the back doing nothing really. So.
Oh, there you go. Everybody's backing Neck. All right, we'll take 11 to 1 on Neck.
He did die first in the last stream.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do the tank thing and get off my horse. Apparently, there's bonuses for that. I read the test notes, so yeah. All right.
Yeah, you get I think Bastion bonus. Maybe wrong.
And let me just show you too. We're starting wrong at about the level that you would think a person would be able to actually play this dungeon at. Right? It's not a super high end dungeon. So I've sort of leveled myself out at 70 in my 5 skills here. That's what I'm running with on the screen there, so you can see. Up to the other guys if they want to share it, but that just sort of gives you a picture. So we're not running full GM characters here. We're all running like that, just to give you a good idea of how it rolls.
That's correct. Yeah, we're all pretty much in that same area of character development, and our stats are also not maxed. So we wanted to make sure to provide sort of the experience that we'd expect players, to have for Wrong. And Wrong's a tiny dungeon, so we expect it to be, more, traversable for players that are not max level. Real quick, I'm an archer mage, so I got archery, tactics, magery, meditation, anatomy, evaluating intelligence, and camping instead of resist. It's kind of a weird build. Nick, what are you?
I'm a heal mage, so I have anatomy eval in, so I can do a little bit of damage as well. Then I got my healing to go with anatomy, so I can use my bandages for heals. Inscription, a little bit more damage. Then magery, meditation, and resisting spell. So it's all about support and getting some summons out.
So if we die or anybody dies, it's Nick's fault.
Honestly, it's 4:35 a.m. and I haven't slept for the stream. Just a heads up.
We're dead.
So for those of you guys that joined us last time, it was the stream was at 4 a.m. for me, which was why I was pretty useless. So this time it's at 4 a.m. for Nick. So we're sharing the love.
Yeah, and then Smokey, what are you?
I'm playing a bard mage at the moment, so
Bard.
Standard mage, and I've taken provocation and peacemaking as well. So hopefully hopefully I get a good chance of it working at 70. I did test it a couple of days ago, and I got quite far through the dungeon on my own actually with this build, so it still works quite well even at sort of the 70 level.
Ah, cool. Glad to hear it. And we're constantly updating things and changing things, so let us know, especially when you guys test this out. Let us know what you think.
I just think
Bard.
for any LOU veterans out there who know currently doing anything with musicianship before you hit 100 on music is pointless. It's not quite that. It's not like that anymore. So it's working okay.
Awesome, cool.
So the one thing you'll notice as we're walking through this place too is there's some mob skins that you probably haven't seen before, like what we just killed, for example. So keep your eye out for that sort of thing.
An ogre.
And in a minute here, they're gonna.
First time in here as well, so just like you guys, just go rank.
The journal's working really nice, Nick. I like it.
There we go.
Okay, we need that bard action, Smokey.
Yeah, look at that. It works fine.
Wow, you did it.
I think I'm the least experienced PvE player on this in this group, I have to say.
Looks like they're holding aggro pretty well.
Yeah, and it comes up with the timer now. I don't know if other players can see the timer when I successfully bard them, or if it's just me that can see it.
I'll pay attention. I haven't seen it yet.
So there it is, 34 seconds.
I know, it's just... Oh, no, I do see it. It's just really dark red.
Yeah.
We need to... Sorry, just a footnote.
Blade Spirit. Dispel it.
Oh, Nick's gonna die.
So close.
Oh, it can take... it doesn't have much life, so you can just shoot it.
Going backwards in a dungeon.
If we don't want to dispel it, just kill it. Oh, you got me. Oh, no. So this is where the stream falls apart, right? We all die.
Yeah, the tank's over here with a couple of mobs on him, so he's doing all right. Just a footnote, we probably need to sort out identification of... Didn't we used to do that? There used to be something that showed a bard pet that was... in an alternate behavior?
An effect? Yeah, I think I had an effect on it.
Maybe that was it. Just something more visual to understand which is, which ones...
Yeah, we can add that. No
Yeah.
problem. How about like an angry red effect around their head or something?
Sure. Look at that. Live dev, guys. Man, these guys
Bard,
love running
come on,
away,
Bard.
don't they?
I failed.
It's okay. I got him on me, and I can just kite him with my archery. You can't catch me.
Bring him back over here. I'm having another crack at it. There we go.
Nice. So yeah, so far 4 of us, and we're not max level. You know, we're able to do this. All right, let's bless everybody. I'll do it.
I got it. I'm not doing anything really.
Yeah, this tank's definitely tanking, that's for sure.
$20 Patreon donation if Neck dies first.
I tell you what, that's worth...
For the project. For the project, Nick.
let's just highlight that one up on stream there.
Highlight it so we can see the promise that's been made.
You took can help.
Oh, I gained a stat.
Oh, nice. What'd you get?
Well, +1 intelligence.
It shouldn't be nearly as fast as it is on live, so.
I've gained a cut. Oh, 70.3 swords.
Nice.
Oh.
Which dropped from my blade spirit up there. I just dropped one in the mobs up there, but
Are there mobs there? You can like train them into the spirit.
killed one. It killed one.
Oh yeah, it did. It got one at the back.
Here, I'll grab this guy over here.
Almost gets killed by a blade spirit, summons another blade spirit.
Just drag it into the spirit. Let's see if we can.
Get an orb on him.
Here we go. Gaming our own game. Don't do this, players. Don't do what I just did.
Hectic.
Oh, was that a? That
Whoa.
was a trap.
What was that?
That was a poison trap.
Who's been putting traps in here? I didn't know we'd done that.
I wonder who.
Hopefully, some of the
I
others.
did it.
Some of the other things you guys might be noticing too, the lighting effects and the glows and the other general effects that we've sort of tweaked quite a bit to what you're used to on live. We've got a lot more, flexibility over that on our own map, and so hopefully you're seeing the product of some of this. The reflections off the tiles underneath there, all that sort of stuff. It might not show up super well on stream, but jump into test when it's when the stream's over and check it out yourself. It's a world of difference.
Should we
Head
should
down?
we head the other way?
Yeah.
Follow the blood trail.
Who am I attacking?
Oh, an executioner.
Tank.
Neck's half dead. Don't heal him.
The tank first.
Yeah, this guy's kind of big. Maybe we should mana drain. What do you think?
Oh man, I need to. Oh, I've got it. Yeah.
Yeah, see spell vulnerability. Let's max that out.
Oh, I got some mana back.
Need help.
Meanwhile, the tank's hit auto
Yeah, we
attack
can
and gone
sync
AFK for a coffee.
Help.
3, 2, 1, drop.
Oh, face off.
I kind of like this spell vulnerability. That's nice. Just don't look directly at the blade spirit.
Exactly. I love it because they're just as fun as Neuro.
Ooh,
You
two
never know what
executioners.
they're gonna do.
This will be interesting.
Oh, guys, watch
Focus the left one. I'm not.
out. Bard.
All the Aggro will be on the left one. And you got Bazarian as well, whoever the hell that is.
Bard.
I'm just going to do away them a bit if I can. Oh, look at that. Left one behind on the Blade Spirit. That worked well.
That's a lot of dudes.
Whoa.
There we go.
Come on, if somebody doesn't die now, I'll be disappointed.
Stay away from the blade, Nick. Stay away from the blade.
Oh, how many are you dragging over, Nick? What are you doing?
No, Nick.
Oh my god. No, I'll heal the healer. Oh my god.
It's yours.
Oh my gosh.
Don't run back too far. You'll get all the respawns.
Oh. Hey, look, I'm using the wall to my benefit.
I'm just going to sit here and take this executioner. I'm sorry you guys can't see what they're doing at the moment, but it's probably less embarrassing if you don't.
Run away! All right, let's focus down this executioner that Alice has. Do an AoE taunt. Get all of them on you.
I'm not high enough, unfortunately.
Oh, right.
Right, let's get rid of
80,
this.
I think it is.
Take him down, take him down.
Yeah, for those that haven't seen the tank class in action before, I've got a single target taunt, this one here. It's on a fairly decent cooldown, so... Oh, it did just come back, so let me try and get this. Failed. Which, of course, increases aggro, puts me higher on the hate list, and generally will make the mob attack me. There is a AoE version of it as well, the Call to Arms there. I'm not quite high enough yet. I think it's 80 when that becomes available. 80 parry, yeah, 80. Which drives all of those. And there's, of course, Unwavering Stance as well, which puts me into a more tanky stance.
Nice.
Oh man, Stimwell almost died there. That would have been so good.
So close.
I've failed every damn taunt on this guy.
Sinking now.
Finish him.
Good, right.
Well, we made that look a lot harder than it needed to look, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was challenging. Let me put a campfire down.
And my 2 Blade Spirits.
Neck definitely making it more challenging with his blade spirits.
Just so we can clear this room, it might be safer to have this up. If you guys want to pull that mage, you can pull that mage.
Might as well, yeah. Come on, Baz. Bazza.
Oh, I got a resisting spell gain. Nice.
Of course,
Sweet.
the taunt works when he's already on me. That's yeah, it's about right.
I think it reduces the damage as well. So even when they're already on you, it's still worth it.
Yeah, your shield blocks more effectively. Your shield is super effective.
I don't know why. I need to start using Mind Blast more. I think Mind Blast might do a lot of damage to these mobs.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, another
Do
trap.
a mana drain. Yeah. Oh, watch out for the traps.
Got healer. Where is he?
Coming back to the campfire. Don't want to die.
All right, I got a tent, so when you get a chance, rest in it.
Nice.
Oh, it's a bit lumpy in here.
Oh, it just got really dark.
Oh.
Okay.
Man, I cannot get taunts off for the life of me when they're not my target. Bad dice rolling. Story of my life.
All right, everybody get the tent buff.
Hang on.
I did.
Wait, is it rest? It's rest, isn't it?
Yeah. You can improve or fortify the tent if you have camping too, but I think I'm the only one that's got it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
There's too many people in that tent. Doesn't smell very good.
Oh, another trap.
Key bindings, I'll just answer that question on the fly. Not actually under our control, unfortunately. We would like to work with CS on that to improve that a little bit, but yeah, that part of the client isn't something we can directly adjust, what key bounds are available and all that sort of thing, unfortunately.
All right, spell Voln is maxed.
The original
Sinking.
question about having the original music in game, we would love to.
Nice. Good.
There may or may not be a file floating around which lets you do that. I can or cannot admit to its existence. It's a bit of a hacky way of doing it. So what we need there, though, is a Citadel Studios effective way to do it. So music and that is client side. And right now we don't have an easy way to assign music and sounds to events within the client itself. We've got some hacky ways to do it, but no super easy ways. So we're hoping they'll give that to us at some stage soon, in which case we'll definitely try and do that. I would love the original music. We also want all the original sounds, right? Cows and birds and
Chickens.
yeah, all that sort of stuff. The dogs barking in the streets, all that stuff. It just really adds to the atmosphere. Yeah, so that version of Stones was from Ultima 9, from the orchestral soundtrack that came with that game, which I'm a big fan of.
Sounds great.
So yeah, if we, that appears to be public domain and there's nothing associated in terms of rights. So I mean, if that is the case, that could well be our new intro song when they finally give us the ability to do that. Not promising anything. I never take anything I say as a promise.
Just we'll end all sentences with no ETA, no promises. All right, so this is level 2.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go left, right, or down? I think left is easier to start with.
All right, let's give it a go. Hi, Frida. What's up?
Buddies.
Nick's gonna make some more blade spirits.
Okay.
Yeah, also goes
It's
for weapon
coming for
sounds.
us.
So there's a bunch of weapon sounds in the client out of the box that we do have access to, but there's not a huge variety. We'd definitely like to get more. Oh, come on. There we go.
I like how archery on horseback is quite like UO. I mean, it's pretty close. You have where you just sort of stop for maybe half a second and it releases the arrow, so you can just constantly kite. It's awesome. For you archers out there,
Blade Spirit, just the thing everywhere.
Blade Spirit, the killing machine.
So just going back to an earlier question that we missed, sorry about that. Obviously, we're trying to play a dungeon there at the same time. Increasing run speed somewhat. So we actually timed run speed and horse speed across this new map against UO, and it's pretty much bang on. So right now we don't have any intent to change that. We'll see though. It might seem a little different to you purely because of the perspective. It doesn't seem quite as fast.
Oh, I got it.
Oh my god, these traps.
Watch out, Nick. About to earn $20.
That trap guy. That trap guy, I tell you.
Yeah, who put these traps down? Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know. That was a weird animation.
Oh, I've got 3 stat games now. That's quicker than I thought it would be.
Are they all the same stat?
I'm just going to give up when you're kiting things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to kite it towards you so you can grab the aggro.
Oh, I got another stat gain. I'm on 74 now. That's strange.
Yeah, I'm on 75
like...
parry, so I think something's not quite right in this build.
All right, so we got to dial it down a little bit.
Dial it down a lot. I shouldn't have got more than 0.2, I reckon. Let's see how chat reacts to that.
What, you've got up to... you got up to 70.5.
Oh, dude, check this out. What is... We got this, like, new section.
Huh.
Oh, there's a... There's Mop.
Earl. What's up, Earl? My name is Earl. He's got a hammer.
Imagine being like an evil cult guy called Earl.
The Earl of Earl. I like how I keep getting aggro.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm ranged?
Must be. I'm
Tries
just
to whack me first. Looks like the ogre spawned.
Oh yeah?
I don't have enough major vortexes. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'm sure energy vortex is just like way more powerful than blade spirits.
No EVs.
All right, I noticed we're coming towards the top of the hour, so do we want to, is there anything we want to show off as the final hurrah in this place?
Yeah, so let's just go straight down here. Maybe we should buff first. I'll put a campfire down.
This life, was it?
And you guys can start pulling whatever you can one at a time. It's Fezzik, the Ogre Cook mini boss.
Nice.
And then if we have time, I would like to show one more thing, but just let us know, Alice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. Just a question of how long we want to go, yeah.
Next to one falling asleep at 5 in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah. Trying to be respectful to everybody's time because we all live in different areas of the world.
What do you think, chat? Something's wrong here. They're actually letting the tank.
Hey, that barn's doing pretty good.
Oh, Paragon Executioner. Really?
The campfire is almost ready, so just come into range.
All right.
And here's the blade spirit.
No.
It's done. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
We're hoping in 2 weeks' time for the next episode. We'll probably have some more to show by then. We'll see.
It's on me now. Damn it. Get back on the mobs. What's
Yeah.
the blade spirit?
Get max Vuln. All right, he's maxed out. Let's sync him.
I'll just spell it. Great.
What are you getting damage-wise from your energy bolts and explosions?
I got 46 and 72 from Explosion E-Bolt.
72 from your E-bolt.
Yeah. I've got eval, so. There's oh!
It was me, sorry.
Smokey!
There's $20 lost. $20 lost on me.
No, we're not running the client-side hack. I'm just streaming the Ultima 9 soundtrack music separately, which is what you're hearing in the background. It's just really nicely timed at the moment that we've got one of the combat tracks playing.
Oh no, you guys can't even revive me, can you?
I'm back.
We
Does someone have healing?
we can check.
I have you.
At 80, I don't think you can. At 70, can you?
Yeah, we're too low. We'll
for that.
we'll cheat.
Oh man. You can just fix yourself up real quick. Now, normally a player would have to leave the dungeon and go to the wandering healer that's outside of Wrong. Just so you guys know.
Normally, though, your group would have a good healer that wouldn't let you die.
Yeah.
Is Nick still there?
I was running around trying to dispel my.
So Nick's running away from his own blade spirit whilst I'm getting hit. That's what he's saying.
In answer to the other question, is the UR map going to be 1-to-1? It'll be 1-to-1 as a baseline, but there will be new secrets and areas. Yeah, we have a bunch of plans there. Very keen to get Lost Lands and Ultima in fairly quickly down the track, but there will be our own take on some spaces as well. We've pretty much got an open slate in terms of how we do things there, and the team's got a bunch of different ideas about new lands and new challenges and new approaches. I mean, you're already seeing some of it here with the whole concept of the tank actually being an active part of UO, because that was really never a thing, right? And we really want these challenges that you'll have where you can solo parts of a dungeon, but to get it a little bit further, you're going to need a group, and it may just be a duo, and that may not need a tank. But to get right down in the depths and get into the real challenges, you're going to need a bunch of balanced group members in order to take these things on. Speaking of taking these things on, nice pull. You know what? I'm just going to stand back here and let the Blade Spirit tank. Oh, it's dead. What a surprise.
Oh, it's Physic. Can I bad Physic? No.
Get the mage first, because he'll dispel.
You.
Your tank is dead.
Wow.
Things went well.
Yeah, so before we pull the boss next time, a little bit of communication, probably key. Just a random thought.
Let's try that again.
So I'm going to have to get one of you guys to help me out there, because I don't want to type commands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's not my corpse.
So neck now it's just between you and me to see who survives. Uh-oh, you pulled?
Careful.
What are you doing, boys? Relax. Take a load off.
I paralyzed him.
I'm up to 76 intelligence now. That's
Yeah, that's pretty fast. Can slow it down.
Trish
right.
goes watching somewhere, taking notes.
Yeah, he's probably on his phone. He's like, that's not right. I gotta fix that.
He's got 10 lines of notes, and they all say these Muppets don't know how to play.
I know he's gonna make a comment. He's like, I only saw Stim do spell vulnerability with mana drain 3 times.
Wait, what's the other one you can do spell vulnerability with? Because we haven't used that at all, have we?
I think vampire. I have to check the notes. Oh no, mana drain and. No, I have to look.
Is it vampire? That's level 7 though, isn't it? 7th circle.
Let's not drop a Blade Spirit in there. We'll try and try and cake like one mob out.
We learned from our mistakes.
Sometimes.
Okay, we'll get one from the side instead, but that'll do.
Always goes for the ranged person first. I like that. Let's not make it easy, right? All right, let's see if our tank can build some aggro before we start attacking.
That's an idea.
He can be taught.
Taunt success doesn't really need to be tweaked. To be honest, Stimwall hit it on the head there. We're not really playing the way we should be against higher level mobs. There's a whole concept of building aggro. So if I hit things 5 or 6 times with the katana, the aggro level steps up a bit. If I happen to get a taunt off as well, obviously that adds a greater bit. But just even letting me, hit 5 or 6 times, I'm just talking to the chat question here, guys, by the way, will actually allow me to build aggro and hold on to a target. We've just kind of been flying through the content in the interest of time. So let's give Fezzik a go. Here he comes.
All right. So please let Alice build threat first.
Mm-hmm.
Just heal him and... And then I will mana drain to build up a spell vulnerability, and we can start. All the mages can start
dumping.
Let's see, what's the most efficient? Mind Blast. We can do Mind Blast, and then when you get really low, we can dump. Oh man, that was a big hit.
What level taunt are you at now, Alice? Are you max level?
Taunt.
Yeah, do you have Unwavering Stance yet?
Oh, no.
Okay, wait till he gets that. This huge amount of damage reduction.
I think that's 80 as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think both Cold Arms and Unwavering Stance are there. Man, that's some big hits.
Alright, you guys keep healing. I'm going to start vulning.
Oh. Looks like a job for a bard.
Bard.
There we go. That's why you bring the bard.
Good job, Smokey.
So we're going to see if we can get this killed, and then we'll probably just jump back into Brit and take on a few more questions that were submitted. And damn, that was a hit. That was huge.
Oh boy.
Good one.
Everybody back off.
The middle of the bandage as well.
You have strayed.
There you go. So interestingly enough, oh no, he is going to come back. I thought the aggro had split enough. He's on his way. No, he's not. He's going to tether. All right, good. So that's something else you'll see with the new mechanics.
Going back.
You can clearly just watch that to see what's happening there. But the mobs do have a limited attack space now, and will actually tether properly when you've run too far away from them. Most do anyway. Oh, thank you.
He's going back too. Interesting.
Do we
want
to look at that last bit?
Yeah.
Maybe we cheat and just run through to it.
Can I just say,
we can run through to it.
I'm really impressed that I managed to die on exactly the same spot as last time.
Let's get our skill at 80, so we get at least the unlock and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I can do
maybe,
that.
I don't know.
So for anybody that hasn't been on test before, we've got this modify character button, so pretty much everybody can modify their skills. So let me pump myself up to 80 and see if I get those other skills. I think it's 80. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. And we also do want to demo real quick the thing that we changed about Wrong Dungeon, the thing that makes it exclusively LOU and not just a 1-to-1 Wrong Dungeon. If we have time, it'd be nice to just show it.
Yeah.
Just keep us honest with time, though, guys, because, I mean, I'm in the U.S. East Coast, so I understand it's what time for you, Nick?
It's been an hour.
Okay.
5. Plus won't get me for like 60 damage out of my 70 HP, 75.
So hopefully, prior to my death there, you guys saw, the whole aggro building mechanism in action and how even once they started casting on the ogre, it's sort of stuck to me. So that's really the type of concept we're going for, a proper traditional tank, if you like. All right.
Let's try to pull him like back here.
Yeah, let's pull him to the campfire.
Who are we? We're giving the ogre a go again?
Right. Yeah.
Are you at 80 now?
Right tether.
I am 80
Here-
now.
Here should.
Yeah, let's give him another go then.
One more shot. And then we can whisk away to the new part of wrong.
Unwavering stance engaged. Well, that was still enough damage to pull it off me.
Nice. So the fact that you have this stance means that we have a much better chance against Fezzik.
Yeah. Well, and 80 and all the other skills as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, already skill gaining. We're going to have to... 80.2
Fix it.
tactics already. Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah, way too fast.
Thing Triskel mentioned is there's a sub cap.
Do you want me to pull him since you're so slow?
Sure.
There's too many mobs. I need to pull the executioner, I think. All right, here it comes. Do you have all your taunts now too? Yeah, you do. Look at that.
That was just a regular taunt, but I think I've got the group one as well. We'll test that in a sec.
AoE. Yeah.
So I think you do get
Yeah.
an increased skill gain from actively playing as we are now.
In the dungeon, that's true. Yeah.
Which still seems a bit high, doesn't it? So.
It does seem too high. I agree.
That's how it tapers off with the stuff cap. I mean, if it really slows down as you keep playing, if you get a good skill up for the first 2 to 3 hours of play, I think it's nice.
Right.
It's a good incentive.
Look out, it's
There
Shakira.
there are caps. Yeah,
I've
there are
always wanted to
caps,
kill.
so, I mean,
I've always wanted to kill Shakira.
her hips don't lie. Yeah, this is much different when you have a wavering stance and those taunts.
Mhm.
This is an ogre lord.
My skills too. I don't know if you guys also look, so we could see the difference with 10 more skills in the whole group.
I'm still on 70 at the moment.
Yeah, me too.
Nope, not getting him off you guys this time. Oh, he's tethering.
He's tracking back. Oh,
Hey,
yeah. Keep him here if you can, so he doesn't leash. I'm that annoying archer that just stays right out of range of his hits. Stops for a second and releases an arrow.
Oh, it's going back.
I will spell for like 20 seconds. Might as well dump a bit on it.
I hear Triskel telling us to do spell vulnerability on him.
I did it twice. I didn't get it to max there.
Did he just resist it?
He resisted one of mine.
Ah. All right, I got one off, 10%.
Yeah, I mean, if you, Shady Rock, if you came in as a 7 times GM, you're obviously going to have a much better time. We will have soloable bosses that give decent rewards. But with that being said, a lot of them will be tuned, like the ones that give the really good rewards are going to be tuned for groups or multiple people, you know, whether it's 2, 3, 5, whatever it might be. We kind of want to give all play styles a crack, and we kind of want to have something to walk towards without, you know, taking things away from the solo player.
Right. You know, and obviously the group content is the new focus. So we want to make sure that we've got good synergy and good rewards that balance with that.
Oh, the arrows dropping on the floor when you use them's working.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was it. That's cool.
I'm trying to pick them up too.
All right. So let me grab him and let me build some aggro, please.
Someone do a blade spirit.
No one do a blade spirit.
Come on, Fezzik.
Oh man, I forgot to put a log on the fire. Oh, great timing. Maybe I should build it.
I think me and Net can keep him alive while you do that. That's fine.
Should be a pretty different experience now.
Can you drag him a bit further out?
I probably
or
can.
will he leash back?
Yep. There we go.
Got some bad news. I don't have any more logs.
Ooh.
No more campfire.
Those ogres will spawn again, won't they?
Yes, they will.
Probably start casting on him now, I reckon.
All right.
No, resisted.
There's the ogre.
Morning.
There's the other ogre. Nice. They can have a little private session over there. Alright, I've lost Unwavering just for your info. Hopefully it'll come back.
Stimbots reappeared. Did you go off finding logs, Stimbot?
I suddenly found some logs.
Magic. 2 more ogres. What is up with those spawners?
They're the wrong ones.
While you're finding logs, then you might want to hit that button that fixes that spawn problem. I think it's...
Those are actually being spawned by Fezzik.
I'm gonna heal you.
Right, it's part of the...
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm dead.
All right, so...
Well,
So what?
So we've proven that we can't kill this mini boss, so
Yeah.
that's good. Anyone asking for challenging content, there you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And so this is the mini boss, by the way.
Yeah, it's not the
so-
big boy.
There's still one more we need to show you before we end the stream. Just a glimpse, though. There's no way we could take that encounter.
So I think someone said that Physic had spawned the ogre. I think without giving too many details away, that's maybe as an example of some of the new behavior that the mini bosses and bosses do.
Mm-hmm.
Is.
Yeah, so they will do dynamic things. They will say dynamic things. Pay attention to what they say and what they do. It's not as simple as it used to be.
Shall we toggle up and
Yeah, let's get him up.
let's get Alex. Where's he gone?
Am I not visible?
Running around
There
in
we
circles.
go.
Wow, I gained archery, tactics, and a stat all on the same tick.
Nice.
So we just need to balance it. Obviously, we want to have better gains in dungeons. That's a
Given.
UO thing,
Mhm.
but just not maybe not so much. Alright.
Right. Okay. Let's toggle up and go to the next
Yeah,
area.
I'll show you guys. I'm sure you already know, but so the fastest route is this way.
And no, typing what I just typed in your own windows won't do anything for you guys just before you try. I think we've said that enough in stream now that it doesn't matter and I don't have to hide it.
And bring up your torches if you can, just for the viewers. So this is a sort of a wispy spot, or I don't remember if you guys remember in Wrong there were these sparkle teleporters. So, wonder what that is. And this begins the new edition of Wrong.
We call it
Looks like
even
we've
wronger.
Yeah. Got some ogres, some trolls, some rat men, and we have looks like an ogre lord. And then over here we have a bloody pit hole.
Woo.
You have fallen into a bloody pit of bones and rotting flesh. And up here, you will notice a certain someone.
Who am I noticing? Oh.
Looks like an interesting room for a high-end encounter, perhaps.
And that's right. And he will also say certain things, so you should pay attention to what he says as well.
Yeah, Shady, the champions spawn system is pretty much done. We just need to do a few tweaks here and there, and that will definitely be coming. Pretty much as you remember it, with the pentagram, the round thing with the candles and all that sort of stuff. Maybe with a few of our own elements in there too.
Of course.
Oh yeah, and those will be like sort of on a grander scale than the bosses in dungeons. But yeah, and if you come down here, you'll notice another one of those wispy thingies. So we can walk through it. And here we are again. So yeah, I mean, basically this dungeon has a mini boss, the Fezzik, the ogre cook, and it has the archmage. And the archmage is considerably harder than Fezzik, who we wiped to. So
yeah.
So there's content for multiple tiers of
Right.
levels. You want to come here and you want to earn some gold and items and level up a bit at 70, 65 even, 70. That's fine, but you want to come at 80, 90, even GM, there's still content for you as well.
exactly. And as Nick showed, you can be pretty effective with blade spirits on the first level. I mean, you can take a lot of content just by yourself.
Yep.
All right, and let's show everybody how do they get back. Because if you entered the portal, the brick graveyard,
A cheap way for mages to make money, blade spirits.
exactly.
They're pretty.
This is how you can get back, and we'll have this open for you guys on Test Center to get back to Britbank.
So, yeah, the Discord channel will be open for some feedback.
Definitely.
Hopefully it stays as feedback mostly. It makes it easier for the guys making changes to just have some really sort of succinct feedback,
Yeah.
rather than. But ultimately it's up to you. So
Right. I mean, we welcome suggestions and all kinds of feedback, but I mean, the main reason for the channel is, did you find a major bug that we need to address for all players? If you have some ideas about content, please provide it. But, we're really trying to fix major problems with that channel. So.
Regarding the economy on the new map, and once the patch hits, we haven't set prices for anything yet. We're still working on the drops. We want to make sure everything is well balanced, for sure.
Yeah. So if players can do a run or two and give us an idea of how much they've earned, that would be helpful too. Because obviously the balancing the economy is huge, and it's something we'll always be working on.
Absolutely. Like having data points, like if you're solo at 70-ish skills, how much you make in a couple hours, if you're 80 or 90, so we can see how it scales up.
Shady, no, Covetous and Destard are also completed and active, have been for a little while now. Wrong's the only additional one that we're going to show at this point, but there's a few others that are very, very close behind it.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Do stay tuned. It's coming pretty soon.
And all the systems for the transition to the map are actually being done, just finishing the last parts of the puzzle. So besides the setback, that's things are really on track.
So Nick just gave out a massive spoiler there, but his internet cut out, so you couldn't hear what he said.
Well,
so Alice basically cut out his audio because.
Well, interestingly enough, like my audio from Nick is like unintelligible, so I don't know if that's what the stream's hearing as well. But I think maybe that protected us a little. Okay.
Yeah, I think he gave a few spoilers there. He also was talking a little smack about Smokey dying inside him. So.
We mentioned that last stream 100%.
He did. I was just joking. I was just joking because no one could hear what you say because of your island internet connection.
Pirate ISP.
Yeah.
You have no idea how bad I'm waiting for Starlink.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Elon will save the day.
All right, guys. Well, just for everybody on the team that's here, thank you for doing this. I know it's really super late for you guys, so I just want to appreciate it.
Yeah, cheers. And thanks to everybody for dropping by. We had a peak viewership of around 40 people, so that was great. And for
awesome.
Pass it round. This will be probably up on YouTube in the next day or two, however long it takes me to get the recording over to Stemwalt and him to do his bit. So you'll be able to view it again, and we'll delete the embarrassing bits out.
Yes, we will. I will be highly selective with the editing.
Where I die would be great.
I may actually zoom in when Smokey dies.
God damn it!
I reckon. Here we go. Zoom in 50% and a picture of a troll face. Right.
I may do that.
Yeah.
I may.
One last thing I'll say too. One other thing I just wanted to quickly say is there were some other questions we didn't get to. I mentioned it earlier, but I'll just mention it again in case people have been in and out of the stream. I will take it upon myself to get you some answers to those questions. There was a couple in the chat that we missed, and there's a couple of pre-loaded questions that we missed. So apologies we didn't get to them all. Suffice it to say we wanted to get to the content as well, but give me around about 48 hours or so and I'll try and get some answers back to you on those as well. In fact, I think we probably even need a stream. I'll just do it in the events channel, but anyway, I'll have a think about that and we'll work it out. Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Thank you for doing that.
Cool.
I'll most likely try to stream next week. I think is okay with it. And so if you guys want spoilers, tune into my stream.
Where there'll be liberal use of...
So just one last thing I had just for everybody, more, I guess, standard messaging. But basically, we're going to be taking TC down and bringing it back up. So everybody will be able to see it and connect into it. go to the brick graveyard, go into the wrong portal, test everything out. Let us know what you think. Post in the Dungeon Wrong channel that we just put under Test Center in Discord. Let us know what you think, and stay tuned for our next awesome demo. And sorry if there was a little bumps in the road, but we've never really done a dungeon delve live before, so this was our first time doing it. So
Yeah, get you guys get on and show us how it's done, because we were terrible.
Now, look at Medic already. He's like, I wouldn't have wiped you. Get on you, buddy.
Oh man, yeah, that's good. I might actually do the zooming in thing, Smokey.
Oh my God.
Might still be on PC when it comes back up. Like I know I'm probably gonna chill for like another half hour on PC. So if some of you guys get back on,
Yeah, I might stay on for a little bit, half an hour or so.
Cool.
All right.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
what?